Hi everyone, it's Natalie Simmons. I'm a proud Wiradjuri Wailwan woman. I'm a contemporary Aboriginal artist. I'm also the founder and managing director at DENAT Group. At DENAT Group, our vision is to shift impactful conversations into action. And my role here is to fulfill on my personal commitment to continuing my culture. And I do this through art, allowing art to be one way to visualize endurance, strength and connections, as well as belonging, with the aim of passing this down to not only my children, but all of our children. And how I do this is by telling a story through this visual abstract, which is a medium of storytelling in Aboriginal culture. And it's a way of connecting my culture into a story that your business or organisation is willing to share with their wider community. So this artwork is centred around building connections, the children at Big Fat Smiles, and the journey towards reconciliation. The artwork's meaning is Nganhayung Galingabang, which means our children. And it's in Wiradjuri language, and I chose this title as it's our children that will best benefit from a reconciled Australia. Now, looking at the bottom left of the canvas, we have the fingerprints of our young children, and this is symbolic to their initial journey of life, and it leads into the first meeting place. The white lines leading into the meeting place represents our ancestral spirits guiding our children. Our ancestral spirits being our old people. And throughout the entirety of our children's journey, they are and always will be guided by our ancestors. And this is in discovery of who they are. I've used symbols of people around the first meeting place, which represents our children and their families. And I've used multicolours to represent their different backgrounds, cultures, and identities of our families. And the white dots around the edge of the people, they symbolise the idea that we know who we are from the outside until we come to the centre of the artwork. The meeting place in the centre represents the interactions, conversations, learning and development of our young children and their families. Once again being guided on their journey by our ancestral spirits. The shift of the white dots into the middle of the people now represents the discovery and learning of our Indigenous cultures and perspectives through play, story, and relationships that Big Fat Smiles embeds in their practices. The first two larger people symbols from the left of the centre meeting place are representative of our educators, of their commitment in connecting with children, connecting with community, and connecting with country. As a reflection of Big Fat Smiles' impact and commitment to our young people through reconciliation, every bit of this artwork leads into the main centrepiece, which represents Big Fat Smiles. As the children continue on their journey of discovery, I've symbolised this in the last meeting place on the right. This time, all of our children and parents are white dotted on the inside and the outside, symbolic of the shift Big Fat Smiles creates in their teachings and learning experiences. The fingerprints on the bottom right of the canvas is from our older children, symbolising their connection to Big Fat Smiles and the opportunity for a reconciled Australia. This is symbolic to where Big Fat Smiles' vision is with reconciliation and their Innovate Wrap. The many ripple effects they provide out of who they are and what they do. This here is an opportunity for us all to walk together towards reconciliation. The multicoloured lines from the bottom heading into the centre meeting place and beyond symbolises the young children moving into being young leaders, always keeping present the imprint that Big Fat Smiles has played and will continue to play in their learning and development towards reconciliation. The blues, oranges, reds and purples is my interpretation of the landscape and the geography that surrounds Illawarra. The ocean, the lands and the skies, which is all symbolic of the gift of life.